My horrible husband threw all my food away because I got fat after pregnancy and he called me a effing cow. I am divorcing him. We've been married for 6 years and together for 9 years. We met in college, fell in love, and decided to build a life together. We've been through many tough times and suffered through 3 miscarriages. But a blessing came when I gave birth to a beautiful baby girl. It was not easy for me because I experienced several complications during pregnancy. I was on bed rest for 3 months and had to go through over 20 hours of labor before the doctors performed an emergency C-section. Luckily, our daughter was born healthy and happy. All that pain was worth it. But I had one big problem: I gained about 30 pounds. I was 5 feet 7 inches and 121 pounds prior, but after giving birth I gained another 10 pounds. This is because I have been breastfeeding and my body has been craving calorie-dense foods. Not junk food, just 70% minimum cacao chocolate, stuff like plantain chips, meats, dairy, and nuts. I've never been mindful about what I eat because the doctor told me that I should listen to my body's needs and feed myself whatever I feel like I need. The problem that I'm most worried about is my husband. He started to make up excuses to not help with the baby. He hasn't been as affectionate with our daughter as I had hoped he would be, and he's getting very mean to me. He made a few negative comments about my weight here and there. Like, you're a bit chubby and today's a good day to work out and shed some pounds. I would love to do what he wants because I was an extremely active woman who worked out 4-5x a week and indulged in dangerous and adventurous activities before I got pregnant. But now I'm completely exhausted. I can barely get out of bed and I've collapsed 5 times. I'm stressed out because I have to take care of our baby and the household. I'm still the one who does the cooking and cleaning and my husband doesn't help. Eating is the only token I give myself, and I can't believe that because of that, my husband can say something very horrible to me. The other day, my husband had already gone to work and I went to the kitchen and found all my food gone. Every single bag, box, and package. Everything. I called him crying to inquire where all my food was, and he told me that he threw everything out because I needed to start losing weight. I hung up on him and called my best friend so she could bring me some food that I needed from the store. Afterwards, my husband came home, and when he saw the food that she had brought, he threw everything outside and smashed them with his foot. I was furious and I was screaming at him for being selfish. I slapped him hard and he called me a effing cow while throwing some of the crushed packages at me. He grabbed my hair and smothered my mouth with chocolates he picked up. He let me go and ended up punching a hole in the door. I was completely shocked, so I called my brother who picked me and my baby up. I'm now staying at his place. His mother, sister, and even my own mother are all defending him. They said that I had to lose weight and apologize to him for my postpartum breakdown. Update: my horrible husband threw all my food away because I got fat after pregnancy and he called me a effing cow. I am divorcing him. My mother still got in my head, and because I've always obeyed her, I listened and went back to my husband. He did say that he was sorry for calling me a effing cow. But he said he was only being honest and said, and I quote, "Isn't honesty the most important foundation of a happy and healthy relationship?" I thought he was right. So I started cutting back on my food and eating low-calorie foods, but problems almost immediately arose. My energy levels dropped and my milk supply diminished quickly. I must have collapsed at least 4 during that period. And 3 days ago, at night, the baby was crying nonstop and my husband got angry. He yelled at me to make her stop. I told him that I wasn't producing enough milk due to lack of food, and he literally said, "Cows eat grass and produce gallons of milk. What are you, a meat cow?" That's when I decided to take my daughter while I was shushing her and letting her breastfeed whatever drops of milk I had there. Once my husband fell asleep, I left the house and came to my best friend who welcomed me in. She told me I could stay here as long as I needed to. I didn't go to my brother because I don't trust him anymore, since he also told me that I should work things out with my husband. I already filed for divorce and cut off contact with his family and my own mother. My best friend and her fiancé have been helping me a lot by taking care of my baby while I was resting, and my best friend would bring whatever I needed from the store. My milk supply has returned to normal and I haven't collapsed once. I've probably had more rest for these 3 days than I've had in a month. I am going to attempt to get full custody and supervised visits from the father, but my best friend's fiancé said that it might be difficult to do without evidence. And I do have at least some evidence because we of course have cameras outside our house and they recorded everything.